Hello, you're welcome. In this video, we are going to be looking at how you can add image to your Google Sheet. So we have different methods that we can use. Either we use the Insert tab or we copy directly from our computer. I'm going to demonstrate all these methods and show you a few tricks about the insertion of this image and how you can be able to meet the requirements that you want. So the first thing that we're going to be seeing is how we can use the Insert tab here. So you click on the Insert tab and then you see where we have this image. So you have two options. You can either insert image in cell or you insert the image over cells. We are going to be seeing each of these. Let's start with inserting image in cell. So when you select this and you come to browse, so I have options actually here to either upload from my computer or insert via webcam. If I have a link to the image, I can also provide it here. I can use Google Photos. I can go into my Drive and Google Images. Okay, so let me use the upload option since the file that I have is in my computer. So I will select this browse, and remember we are using the in-cell. So let me select any of this. Let me select the doc, for example, and all right, so it has loaded and you can see that it placed it inside this cell. That's because it's the option that we selected. Okay, but we can also place our image over cells. So if we click on any of these cells, we come to this Insert tab and the image and we insert over cells. So if I select that option, I'll come to my browse and select this dog again. Click on open. Now you will notice that instead of placing the image inside the cell, it's going to place it over the cells. And this will allow us to be able to perform more kind of formatting than we would have if we just have it inside the cell. So as you can see, this one now is over the cells. Okay, so when we have this, we can actually use another method to have our image imported inside this very Excel, this Google Sheet. Okay, so what I can do is to just come to my file manager and I want to copy this card. Okay, so let me just select copy here, then come back to my sheet. I can do a Ctrl V to paste it, and you can see it has easily pasted the image. Okay, another way is to look for an image from the web. So if I come to the web now and look for any dog image, I can just right click on this, then copy the image, and come back to my spreadsheet and Ctrl V to paste. And you can see I've easily pasted this as well. Okay, so one other way we can be able to add images, this time into cells, is by using the image function. So I can just enter equal sign and then image, And in this inverted commas, I can add the URL. So to get the URL, I just right click on this copy image address. So I'll add the URL here. And if I leave it as default, it will just place the image inside. Okay. But I can add one in front. That's comma 1. It still gives me the default kind of placement. Now, if I want my image to go above, like cover the entire cell, I use the 2 option. Okay. Then look at what happens when I use the 3. You see that it gives me the image size, the exact image size. That's what it uses. Okay, so you can see that we can't even see any sign of a dog here. Okay. Now, if I want to set my own size by custom, I will use 4. And then I will give the pixel size for the height first, and then the pixel size for the width. Okay, let's say for the height, I want to give it 20. And for the width, I want to give it 40. So this is what you see. So I can easily assign different sizes to this based on what I want. Now if I click on this image, you see these 3 dots now. If I click on it, I have the option to make different kind of adjustments. Either I replace the image, delete the image, assign scripts, reset the size, add this alternative title, and put my image in selected cell. So here I have a selected cell. Let me try putting this image in a selected cell. So you can see automatically it has now been placed in a cell. Let's try one more option from these 3 dots. So let's try the option of the alternative text. So this can aid people that have difficulty seeing this image to be able to read through and see what it's all about. So if I click on this, I can just type my dog here. Okay, my dog. Okay. So once I click on this other image, you see there's no description. If I click back here, you see it gives me a description, which is the alternative text. So I have the option to also move my image about. So for this one now that I've selected, I can just left click on it and move it to any position that I want in the sheet. Okay. And the same way, I can also resize it from these blue points. So I can resize my image. As you can see, can easily resize this image. And this is just what I can be able to do. There are so much that you can do while you're trying to insert your image to your Google Sheets during the course of your analysis. I hope you've been able to find this video helpful. Please, if you have, kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.